Hi! Welcome back. We have another exciting adventure today on the Manhattan Project. Todd's a little less enthusiastic than I am. We are kicking off Budget Whiskeys. This is going to be episode 1 of a series. Today we are starting with
Mellow Corn, Buffalo Trace, James E. Pepper, and Wheel Horse.
It says it on the back too.
I know.
Here, hold on. Let's get this straight. Hold, please. So we're back, and Todd's determined this is Wheel Horse Rye. So we're going to be doing a budget whiskey series. Whiskeys that are under
$30. Or close to it, yeah.
Or around about $30, give or take a buck or two. No tax included. Tax is different everywhere. So MSRP, things that are going to be about under $30 or around about $30 is all fair game. So today, as Todd said, we've got these 4 that we're going to start off with. And we're going to do it in kind of a 2-part. We're going to have a Group A and a Group B. Do you want to tell them a little bit about what we have a little bit more in depth?
Yeah, so the 4 of these, we've tried 2 of them. We've graded 2 of them on our regular episodes. The Mellow Corn did really well. It's a corn whiskey. Buffalo Trace is a well-known bourbon. The James E. Pepper is, again, it's kind of a funny one because this bottle has been around since before our inception.
Yeah.
Since before episode 1, we've been practicing, trying with it, but we just never circled back to it. And then the Wheel Horse, I have never even heard of until last week.
Or the Wheel Horse.
Wheel Horse, yeah. I don't think had you heard of it either?
I have not.
Okay, so they're out of Kentucky as well, and they were doing a tasting at my local bar / liquor store.
Yep.
So the rep was there tonight, so I picked one up.
Yeah. So Mellow Corn comes in at 100 proof. Buffalo Trace comes in at 90 proof. James E. Pepper, 100 proof.
101.
And Wheel Horse, 101. So we've got a rye, we've got 2 bourbons, and we've got a corn whiskey. So we have the whole gamut covered.
Yeah. So, and to be clear, when we say 30 and under, we're talking about MSRP.
Yeah.
Any one of these things you can find for probably much higher at any given point, especially the Buffalo Trace because it's a quasi-allocated bottle.
Yeah.
And sometimes that goes for a much higher price.
Exactly.
I can't speak for the James E. Pepper or the Mellow Corn, but I think the Mellow Corn is generally pretty findable.
Oh, yeah. I think Mellow Corn you're going to find most places.
Right.
So do you have a preference as to which 2 we do? We're going to be doing the Mellow Corn and the Buffalo Trace, and then we're going to be doing the James E. Pepper and the Wheel Horse.
All right, so let's go with a corn and a Buffalo Trace and a
bourbon?
And a bourbon to start, yes.
A Buffalo Bourbon?
Buffalo Bourbon.
Buffalo Bourbon. All right, I'm going to hide these guys. I'll make this. You make that. All right. So, guys, sit back while we fast forward through all of this.
A few moments later.
And we've stirred.
Cherries.
Cherry. Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
It's Manhattan-esque. Ode to Manhattan.
Smells vaguely familiar.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
See how it tastes. That's delicious.
It's a solid Manhattan all day long.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about that at all.
Yeah, so right off the bat, for you people that watch us make some Manhattan, some ridiculous bottles. If you have access to Buffalo Trace, go out and get it because that's going to make a almost perfect Manhattan all day long.
We haven't enjoyed this.
Yep, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. It's very good. I mean, it's everything that you would expect out of a Manhattan. It's got great flavors. It's very well balanced.
Mellow Corn. when I control the
God, it's just so different. Like, I smell this, and I don't think Manhattan at all.
Right.
I don't know what I think, but it's not Manhattan.
No, normally with a rye or a bourbon, the vermouth comes through, but with a corn whiskey, somehow it doesn't.
This smells like corn.
Right.
All corn.
Yep.
All right, let's taste it. Cheers.
Cheers.
So dumb.
This is going to be a tough one.
It's so dumb. It is not a traditional Manhattan at all.
Right.
It's not. The flavor's not traditional. Like, if I ordered a Manhattan and I didn't specify what I wanted and the bartender was just like, F it, I'm going to use this, and they brought this out to me, I would drink it and I would be like, what the hell did you just give me?
Right. But you would
But
not,
knowing what it is,
but you would
knowing
not
what
be
we're
disappointed.
making, no, I wouldn't be disappointed. Yeah. I would be so confused. I'd be so confused. I'd probably ask to speak to the manager. I mean, it would be a common thing.
All right, so what do we do with that? Do we do with a more traditional Manhattan, or do we do with something that's very unique and unusual?
God, I don't know.
Because I think as far as scores, they're probably about the same, but
well,
this is more of a eliminate one scenario.
God, I don't know, and this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I find.
I think I do have an opinion.
Okay.
Let me try this one again.
I do too.
I don't know. I think between the two, if I'm being honest, and we're just talking about a Manhattan, I think the Buffalo Trace.
I do too.
Yeah.
As much as I love this for its uniqueness,
yeah,
this is more of a standard.
It is a good Manhattan.
Yep.
This is a great drink.
Yes.
And making it in the style of a Manhattan, it scores very well. It scores very high. And it's a great cocktail. But if we're just doing Manhattan, what makes the best Manhattan? This guy's got to be the one.
I agree. All right. Buffalo Trace wins this round.
However, we have a motto here on the Manhattan Project. One sip, nobody knows these fools.
And no Manhattan left behind.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right. See you guys in a minute. Here we are again. We're back.
Round two.
Insert shameless plug for our Patreon. Our Patreon's live. We appreciate the support so far. Check it out. Link in the description. We love you guys. Shameless plug number 2. Like and subscribe.
We're back. We're back from our cleanup of our glasses and other stuff.
Clean up and reset.
Right. So what I have in front of me is the James E. Pepper 1776 bourbon.
Yep.
But it does fit the criteria for $30 and under, so
it's been neglected.
It has been neglected. I feel bad for that little bottle.
And you know what? Honestly, like of all the bottles that we have, this thing is over half filled.
And you can't even see the color of this.
You can't. Just believe me. So I'm holding the wheel horse. We just bought this today. I've never heard of it before, which, maybe shame on me. I don't know. But apparently it's the 10th oldest permitted distillery in the state of Kentucky, which is interesting.
That's something, because there's a lot of history in Kentucky that goes way back.
For sure. It's at Owensboro Distilling. Dates back to the late 1800s. It's got a lot of filler things. So this has a mash bill of 95% rye and 5% barley. So
should be high in the rye then.
High in the rye. I would say that's pretty high rye.
Okay.
So we're gonna get to it.
So we're gonna mix some stuff here, and
we're gonna pour some things.
A few moments later.
Cherry.
So we've had the James E. Pepper before, so let's start with that.
Okay. I mean, it's been
a while.
5 months.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
It has.
So, okay. James E. Pepper.
Smells well balanced.
It does. Smells
Nothing.
very reminiscent of Buffalo Trace.
Nothing's jumping out.
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good.
It's good. I feel like it's very average though.
So, I don't know.
It's a middle of the road Manhattan. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, the flavors don't develop quite like they did in the Buffalo Trace.
Right.
It's the finish is quick. Buffalo Trace kind of left you with some brown sugar.
Right.
This falls off pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay.
I agree.
It's good. It's a good Manhattan, but it's,
Okay.
it's all right.
So we haven't eliminated it. We're just moving on to Wheel Horse.
Yeah.
We don't know what to expect from this.
No.
I'm not getting much off of this either, honestly.
I get more off the nose. I get more difference off the nose of this versus the 1776.
Okay.
It's a little brighter. That's the rye. It's 95% rye.
What's a different color bottle too?
That's got to be it.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good.
That's way better.
Yeah,
That's way better.
I agree.
So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times, like the better ones, I get this cinnamon. I get this like almost nutmeggy, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. It's really good.
Yeah.
And this one leaves you with an impression at the end.
Right.
It doesn't just die off.
No, I like this one.
I liked it a lot. I almost get like, I almost get,
It's my job to be tongue-tied, not yours.
sorry. I almost get like, not cayenne, but like I get like a spicy cocoa note. Does that sound crazy to you?
No. No, not at all. Actually, it's
Like
I
cocoa
get,
nibs.
I get both of those things.
Yeah. I get like, yeah, it's incredible. It's really good. It's like, if you bought like a cayenne infused chocolate or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think we figured it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Wheel Horse.
Yep.
Moving on. Round 1 of the 4 that we started off with goes to Wheel Horse and Buffalo Trace. Both very solid pours.
Right.
Both very solid cocktails. They make a great Manhattan.
Right.
So,
And neither one of them are disappointing as far as the things we've graded really high with expensive bottles. These are right among them. I feel like this is like...
surprisingly enough, yeah.
Yeah.
This just goes to show that price doesn't always dictate the quality of, at least in a cocktail, the quality of what the whiskey's going to do.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So, next week, we're going to have 4 more, and then eventually we're going to end up rounding this out. We're going to break it down, and we're going to end up with 2, and then we're going to come up with what we feel makes the best Manhattan for whiskeys under $30.
Right.
So, one sip, nobody knows these fools.
No Manhattan left behind.
And no Manhattan left behind.